Hi everyone, my name is Sydney and I want to talk to you guys about meditation. I know it's a very common topic, but I specifically want to focus on outdoor meditation since the weather is getting so nice and the outdoors is kind of one of the only places we are able to go that is safe. So we are going to talk about the benefits of meditation, how to meditate, outdoor meditation, how to do it. And I have a few ways of meditating for those who've never done it before to help. So meditation is a practice that puts us into a state where we are focusing on ourselves, but also bringing a much more awareness to the outside, our surroundings, which puts us into a calm and stable state. So obviously being a lot calmer, there's a lot of benefits to that are physical and psychological. So some of these benefits would be that we have more patience, more compassion, love, generosity, forgiveness. It minimizes our stress, which also impacts our depression and anxiety. It improves our cognitive abilities, such as memory, and basically able to regulate other emotions, which we talked about, like the love and forgiveness. It also gives you a lot more energy and reduces the risk of heart attack, which is great, and insomnia. So it really helps put you into a nice, calm, relaxation mode, which helps you sleep better. There was a study in Brazil that was done, and when it looked at the older adults who were meditating, there was a lot of benefits that were found, such as these adults perceived that they had better health than those who did not meditate, and there was a lot less hospitalization during those times where they are actively meditating, especially those who had arterial hypertension, diabetes, and osteoporosis. How to meditate. It's a little bit, sounds very easy, but there's a lot of factors to consider. So the first one you want to do is focus on your breathing. You really want to think about where your breathing is going, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on exactly how to focus that breathing. You want to use your senses. Think about what you are tasting, what you hear, what you see, what you smell, what you feel. And using all that, you kind of have that sense of the outside, but you're also focusing on yourself. You want to sit in a comfortable position. That way you can sit there for a longer duration. The best one is to have really good posture, so shoulders back, really hyperextend that spine. That way when you're breathing, it goes all the way down into your lungs. You want to eliminate all distractions, no phones. Tell whoever you love that you're going to take 10 minutes to yourself because you need it. And you want to be able to find that peaceful location where you are able to be in a state of relaxation. So outdoor meditation is a little bit different. Obviously, having the safety of our home, we can close the door and shut everything out. But having a nice, beautiful location to be in that brings you peace brings a little bit more complications. So you want to be able to find a location that has a beautiful view, because not every meditation needs to have your eyes closed. So for me, a location that brings me peace is anywhere where there's water. If there's a beach, that is my preferred place to go to outdoor and do some meditation. So think of a spot where you're just like, I love this view, I love this place, and that's where you should go to meditate. Okay. You want to bring a mat or a blanket somewhere where you can claim that this is your meditation bubble. This is your spot, and it kind of gives you that room type of feel, and it's just a little bit more comfortable. Your clothing. So obviously, as you are meditating, you want to know what's your surroundings. So if it's nice and sunny out. You don't want to wear a sweater. You want to be comfortable. So wearing a t-shirt, but also wearing sunscreen. If you are in a forest or somewhere where there could be a lot of bugs, you might want to put on some bug spray and maybe a light pair of pants on. That way you can fully focus on yourself and nothing crawling on your legs. The next is a cushion. The cushion is great for comfortability. Obviously, when you are in nature, the ground is not always comfortable. It can be really, really hard. It can be cold. And being in an uncomfortable seated position will kind of break you out of your focus. So having a cushion that you can sit on for 10 to 15 minutes, as well as being a little bit elevated, helps with that posture and your breathing. Sounds. Sounds are very important. Obviously, when you're at home, you can put on any type of like gray noise, or you can put on a meditation. When you're out in nature, you want to use those sounds. You don't want to depict every single sound. So you don't want to listen for a certain bird. You don't want to be able to tell exactly what you're listening to. You want to just be surrounded. So think of nature as you're at the movie theater. There's a lot of surround sound going on, and you want to be able to consume it all, which is the better state of relaxation. Again, as stated for just regular meditation, no distractions. This time is all about you, nothing else. You want to be completely at peace. So with your perfect location, you want to go at a time where there's nobody else, where you can be by yourself, or if there are people, they're not disturbing you. You don't want your phone. You want to put it on a timer for 10 to 15 minutes, put in airplane mode so you can fully focus on yourself. So here are some things that I have for you guys to practice, especially if you've never meditated before. These are good ways to start. The first one, I often do this one at the beach. So what you want to do is, I like to use the dirt. You can bring paper. You want to draw a circle. So just a full-on circle. I usually do it in the sand or the snow when I went, when it started to melt. And you're going to put little markings at the top and the bottom of your circle. And kind of think of it as a clock, so 12 and 6. And as you are breathing, inhaling, you're going to move in a clockwise direction and inhale. And you will exhale as you are finishing up. So I'll show you an example. So you can follow along with my mouse. You want to go at a nice rate where you can take a deep breath. So remember to sit up straight, shoulders back, and for me, it takes a little bit to get into really focusing on my breathing, but that circle is able to keep me in a nice relaxed state. So when you are focusing on those breathing, think about where that breath is going. So when you're breathing, you're inhaling, you want to go past your collarbones. You want to think of that chest, that breath, really expanding your chest. And when you're exhaling, contracting, and you want to try to feel that breath in your abdomen. The next exercise I have is a head to toe body scan. I typically do this one right before bed. Honestly, it puts me to sleep pretty fast. So what you want to do is you want to lay. I lay on my bed. You can lay on the ground if you would like, but to me, a bed's a little bit more comfortable than a mat. You want to lay down. You want your palms facing up. You close your eyes, and you want to start at your toes. You want to think about what your toes are feeling. And I know that sounds crazy, but we want to think of that tension. Is there any pain in your toes? Can you wiggle your toes? And you want to feel any stress leave through the tips of your toes. And once your toes feel good, you're going to go to your foot, to your heel, to your ankle, to your calf. And you want to really slowly pick apart each part of your body and remove that tension. And it helps a lot. I have a few videos that can often be helpful when you are meditating, especially because they have those nice calming sounds. So if you can't get out into nature, you can always find a good video that has them. So the first one is by Calm. It's 10 minutes of mindful meditation. These have a nice calm voice where they talk you through a little bit of your breathing, but ultimately you can listen to those surrounding sounds, listen to the outdoors. So if you can't get outside because maybe it's snowing, or we live in Canada, so sometimes we get random snow in April, you're able to do this at your home, but feel like you're in nature and have that peace. This is a 15-minute mindful body scan. So often we are very stressed, especially at the end of the day, that we don't think about where we are carrying our stress. Often we carry it in our hips or our lower back, and it's not a place that we usually think about. So when having a video like this, there is a person who is reminding you of all these little pieces of our body where stress can be, and we're able to alleviate from those places. The last video is just a nice outdoor sensory. So again, if hopefully not, but if we do get another day of snow, or it is spring and we have a lot of rain and you can't go to your peaceful location, then you have these videos just to sit and watch. So before I move on, I wanted to show you guys quickly, just in case. So if you want to play these videos in the presentation, you're going to click the red button and it will play. If you would like to use YouTube instead, you can click the YouTube button, or you can full screen it. That way it shows you exactly the whole video. Okay. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you guys stay nice and relaxed, and hopefully I will see you guys soon. Bye.